Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Rooster Teeth podcast. I'm Gus.
I'm Chris.
I'm Kayla.
And I'm Barbara.
And also Gus. Hello, everyone. Welcome. We're here to talk with each other, see how things are going, check in, have a nice little one-on-one conversation.
Either counseling or like Sunday school.
Tell me more about that, Chris.
A little bit of both.
I don't want to.
Yeah, it feels group counseling.
Yeah.
I think it was the hand clasp and the soft voice. And, okay, everyone, we're going to do a little bit of chatting with each other.
About grief.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Let's get to the core of the of this issue. No, we got a lot to talk about this episode. I feel like there's a lot going on at Rooster Teeth.
There's a lot going on in the world.
A lot going on in the world. I'm a little more concerned with these four walls, but yeah, there is a lot going on in the world at large. What's that, Chris?
I was just counting the walls
Yeah.
and being like, well, I don't know. It kind of depends on like what you consider a wall because these are fake walls.
Well, they're facades.
Right.
Yeah. So there's more than four walls. I just want to put that
Well, I
out.
wouldn't call that a wall, though.
Are there more walls or doors in the world?
Well, I want you to
Yeah.
close. I want you to
Wheels.
put down some of your walls.
Each wall.
Let's break them down.
Not every wall has to have a door.
Not every wall has to have a door.
That's fair.
Exactly.
That's fair.
Oh, I see in chat, Isaac89TX already is asking about the new Black Box Down shirt. It's not available in the store yet. It's coming out next week.
It's
but I wanted
nice.
to wear it, and Chris has our new
Oh, shit.
Black Box Down mug. That's also coming
yeah.
out next week.
I actually really like that stuff.
Yeah, I was admiring the shirt earlier.
Yeah, it's like if you read a sectional chart, like the background of this mug is like a sectional chart they use when you're flying. This logo on my shirt and that logo on the mug is like what would be like your VOR information that you use for navigation. And it's like all fictional for Black Box Down. But you can see like on this mug the Austin Airport right there. I don't know if you how closely you've looked at it. It's right there.
Oh, I hadn't looked at it.
Yeah, it's the Austin Airport right there. It's pretty cool. It comes out next week. I think it comes out next week, but we got it early because
It'll come
we
out
know
soon.
someone who works on that podcast.
You got a guy on the inside.
Before we get into the meat of everything going on, I guess like the first thing I want to talk about is that's Rooster Teeth related is Red versus Blue. I'm looking at Sean's Red versus Blue shirt over there.
Hi, Sean.
We brought Sean on to do a little bit of talking about Red versus Blue and plans for Red versus Blue. You got a round of applause. I never get a round of applause.
You're
Hey,
always
Gus.
here.
Here you go.
Thank you.
I haven't
a
seen
round.
Sean in 3 years.
I know. It feels it's like people. I'm in a place with people in it. This is amazing, and it's not my family who are like legally bound.
They have to
around
be
me.
there.
They
Yeah,
have to pay
you know.
attention, yeah.
Yeah, we want to have you on. You put out a letter or like what would you call it, a letter to the community about Red versus Blue the
A
other
big old
week?
post.
Yes, yeah. I've been doing little letters to the community ever since like summer of last year, and so I owed them an update on what was going on with Red versus Blue, and so that's what I posted. I guess it would be about 2 weeks ago now.
Well, what did the letter say for those of us who didn't read it or
Or can't read.
Say I did read it,
Yeah,
but
what if
you want to
I-
remind me.
Yeah, if I were to be illiterate or something.
Thanks for the segue. I appreciate that. So, we've been going on a journey like these last 2 years with a new creative team behind Red versus Blue, and that led to things like Red versus Blue Zero and Family Shatters. And so this was sort of an update and also a bit of a reset for our relationship with the audience and also where that creative team's going. I think the big headline here and the thing that we wanted to own right out front is that we're not going to be pursuing a continuation of the Shatter Squad story. For now, we feel like we've been able to tell as much as we can and would encourage anybody that's interested in what's going on with Shatter Squad to watch the existing content. It's up on YouTube right now, or you can watch on RT.
Hell yeah.
And then, a big part of, I think, the thing that we really wanted to lean into was the next 18 months is leading up to the 20th anniversary of the show. And that's sort of a huge milestone that we want to both acknowledge but also contribute to and be respectful of. And so, we're gonna go back to basics.
Ooh.
Make fun YouTube shorts. Bring the Blood Gulch crew around. I don't know, Gus. Have you been in a sound booth lately?
I have
Maybe
been.
recording some VO.
We've been doing some VO for the Halo TV or the Halo Paramount Plus series. So yeah, been always happy to jump in the sound booth. It's real easy. It's the easiest thing you can do.
It's
for
also
me.
just your voice.
Yeah.
You are Simmons.
For me, yeah, it's just
Oh, yeah, you don't have to
I'm not doing a voice or anything. They're like, "Can you read this as Simmons?" Like, well, yeah, I'm just gonna read it. I mean,
That's like with Yang.
You just do your voice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is funny because we were just at a convention this weekend. Just a quick side, but like every time I meet someone, they're like, "You sound just like Yang." Like, oh my god, I hear Yang when you talk. I'm like, yeah, I just
Yeah. Lindsay's the only one that does a voice, right?
pretty much, yeah.
whenever someone asks me to do like a Simmons quote, it's always "Yes, sir." Like, there you go, you got
And
it.
they're like, okay, but could you give me the quote?
Yeah, that's the easiest possible one. Moving forward, do you know, like, are you going to be using Halo Infinite, or what's that going to look like?
So that's anybody who's been following sort of Halo Infinite knows that Microsoft and 343 are also sort of having to reset a little bit. I think they came out perhaps a bit too early for what the fan base wanted out of like a full Halo experience, though I also think they're not giving them enough credit because like half of that game is free, so it's hard to complain, at least in my opinion. So we've been working with them very quietly behind the scenes. We are basically coming into their second flight for community members able to have access to Forge. And we are more or less beginning the testing process and working with them to figure out both, what tools could we use from the existing version of Forge to tell our stories, as well as what tools can we ask them for in the meantime. As you talked about, we're fortunate enough to get to help promote the Silver timeline on Paramount Plus. So we get to hang out with the original Blood Gulch crew for basically 4 recap episodes. And that's allowing us to both bide some time while we figure the rest out, while also getting a chance to write for those characters more and making sure we're capturing that voice.
I think some of the lines I've had to read are really funny. I think Andrew wrote those scripts, and I had to pause their RVO session a few times because I thought the lines he came up with were really, really great.
Well, and I've heard that you guys have stuck to the script, which I know sometimes that wasn't always the case. So we must be doing something right.
That's a Matt deal. I'll read what you put in front of me. I'm easy. I'm a monkey. Just put words in front of me. I'll read them.
Too.
But you dance?
No dancing. Just
That could be
reading.
easily
Reads.
exploited later, so I'm going to remember that Gus will read anything.
Yeah,
I
you
think.
put the lines in front of me. I'll read them.
Although Gus has sung and danced for us in a recent
Unfortunately.
production.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you could get him to do a lot more.
And then, I think going forward in the short term, it'll probably be a lot more of sticking with Halo 5 as we explore some PSAs, and we're thinking about doing some more short form content, potentially with Griff and Simmons. Something new that we haven't tried before.
I'm all for that. I like more Simmons.
Yeah. And then longer term, like part of that infinite experience is going to be like, how do we do some plussed up stuff? How do we do maybe like a cool mini series that extends those plot threads that exist from previous seasons, or even get into more of an infinite cadence where we're able to make bi-weekly content.
Well, I think we've done some stuff like that in the past, where you take like little threads and expand on them and do miniseries. Like I think about like Out of Mind and like series that aren't necessarily in the core season canon, but are still like impactful to the story. Like they're adjacent to your main season storylines.
Totally. And in fact, like right now as well, in addition to the Halo Paramount Plus recap stuff, we're re-releasing all those miniseries as complete videos on YouTube. So Out of Mind came out last week, and it's either Where There's a Will, There's a Wall, or there's another one that should be coming out this Friday.
I think
nice.
Out of Mind might have been the first
Yeah, well, do you,
HD production we did for Red versus Blue, because like our hard drives weren't fast enough to capture HD back then.
That's
So we had to buy
Sounds-
special hard drives to capture
That's
high
crazy.
def video.
Sounds right.
What a long journey it's been.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was. We had to buy super special, super expensive hard drives to be able to make that, so that we could capture.
So you could
HD
make
footage.
HD but not capture it?
Yeah, it's
Um,
like your hard drive didn't spin fast enough to write the data, so we had to buy like specialized high-end hard drives that could write data
That's funny.
fast enough to
Is
capture
it is it crazy for you guys to think about how Red versus Blue is going to be 20 years old? Like
Yeah.
like soon.
It needs
It-
to. Yeah,
like-
it needs to pack its shit up and move out of my office. Go to college, find a roommate.
I mean, it's crazy for this creative team too. Like that, and that's part of the reason why, like, well, we are going back to basics, right, and exploring more Blood Gulch crew and telling more short form stories. It's the same crew that brought you Zero. It's the same crew that brought you Family Shatters, and they have a deep respect for the legacy that they have the opportunity to play around in, and so that's why, like, it's an opportunity for us to slow down a little bit and reassess and make sure that we're doing the best thing we can while also celebrating that 20th
If
anniversary.
you guys ever want to bring Jensen back, like I won't
Hey,
I won't
I remember that she was a big fan of Simmons, and if we do more Simmons-focused content,
He was a huge fan of Simmons.
I should spat all over this microphone.
If you need like a tween boy character,
oh, Kayla, you know I've been advocating to get you in this show for a minute, so we're gonna make that
You
work.
would play a good
eventually.
tween boy.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you have almost like the Bart Simpson kind of voice you could do. You know?
Yeah, I could hit that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can
that's
have a
just
new
my Eric
catchphrase.
impression.
Don't have a cow, dude.
Whoa.
Yeah, you got it. You're right here.
Nailed it.
Yeah,
Put it.
that was
It's,
where I was
it's in the
trying to-
movie.
Yeah, well, anyway, just wanted to have you on for a little while, talk a little bit of red versus blue, give the community a bit of an update. So thanks for coming out. It's after hours for for some people here at work, but it's our podcast time. So we appreciate you taking time to come sit in with us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
Have a great show.
Thanks, man.
And if people wanted to read the posts, they're on the community site.
They're on the community site,
Okay.
and they're on my personal Twitter, not to plug, but at Sean
No,
Hines.
please do.
Check it out.
Cool.
Thank you, Sean.
Thanks,
easy.
everybody.
Man, clapping for coming and going.
You know all about that, Chris.
I think from now on, whenever we're in the office and Chris gets to work, we should all
We should all just clap.
give an applause. And then
Just
as
standing.
he's leaving for the day.
No, I
Standing
guess
ovation.
there's something bad about people clapping you leaving because it's kind of like celebration of like, your
bye.
exit.
No, it's like when the band's done and you clap. When
Yeah,
curtains.
but if you weren't performing, if people just clap when
We're
you leave,
always
like if you're just
performing.
like sitting
Yeah.
there and people start clapping as you leave, they're
I
like,
would argue that we're always performing
Yeah.
We're always on.
to some degree.
wow.
I mean, we are content creators,
Allegedly.
allegedly.
some say.
Some would say.
Speaking of content, Survive Block Island. The first episode of Survive Block Island finally came out last week. We can finally talk about it a little bit.
I also wanted to ask you guys, I don't think we should necessarily spoil what happened in the episode because I
Okay.
know the plan is to have the first episode go free this week.
Noise.
Oh,
when
okay.
episode 2 comes out for first members. And
I didn't know that.
So people are going to be able to see the first episode for free, and then I believe the rest of the series is first exclusive. If you're gonna, if you think first membership is worth anything, I think it's the show.
Yeah.
Like I would.
And-
yeah.
And it's a bonkers first episode.
Oh my god.
Like what a great hook for the rest of the season. I don't think like that couldn't have been planned that way. Like everything just came together so perfectly
Yeah.
in
The-
that first episode.
And people who aren't familiar, it's like it's similar format to something.
It's like a reality-
Survivor,
It's Survivor
type
Yeah.
show,
in Minecraft.
but in
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
It's like a reality show where we're all in Minecraft playing the game, but still like it's a reality show. Like
Yeah.
we're all on an island.
Yeah, there was
trying to
something
get-
that essentially there's things planned for what happens at the voting ceremony, essentially, like what happens if there's a tie or if this happens, and something that they had planned to happen if one case scenario happened actually happened the first episode.
Yeah, it
That's
seemed like it was
crazy.
impossible for
Yeah.
it to happen, and it did.
They had it as a contingency, and then it happened right off the bat.
Yeah, I remember because obviously it's all in the moment. It's not scripted. So I remember it happened, and I think it got cut from the final episode. But I stood there and I started laughing. I was like, "We broke your game!" And they were like, "No, we actually have a contingency for this." And I was like, "Oh man, they really did think it through."
Yeah.
That's
I
funny.
think like essentially it's like a love letter to Survivor. There's a lot of things that are very similar to it, obviously. and
Totems?
Totems. There were so
Voting?
many times, just to peel back the curtain a little bit on this, when we were filming the show, there are things, terminology people used that is typically used in Survivor, like
naturally.
Right.
immunity idol instead of totem. Or like
Totem of Undying.
Yeah, stuff like that, where like we would say it,
That's
and
funny.
then we would have like a producer come in over the comms and be like, "Yeah, it's a totem." And we'd be like, "Shit." So like stuff like that, we just had to correct ourselves in conversation. It was just edited around, but
That's funny.
Yeah. There
Also
was
it's funny.
it's funny like taking part in something like that. The first episode was what, like 35, 40 minutes, something like that.
about 35, yeah.
And there was so much that was cut, like so many storylines and so many things that went in different directions.
Oh, yeah.
And like I can't wait. I was hoping we could get to a point where we could talk about some of that today, but I guess if we don't want to spoil anything,
No
maybe
spoilies.
maybe I
Or do we
shouldn't talk about it.
timestamp it?
Yeah.
I feel like maybe as long as we don't spoil who gets voted out the first episode, I think maybe it's okay. Or
So
what?
what I can say is, no, I don't want to risk it.
Okay.
Go
Yeah, it's
watch
like,
it.
no matter how I say it, you can infer if someone's safe or someone's not. So
Okay.
I don't want to risk it.
Yeah, it is insane how much footage there is from every episode, and I'm hoping down the road we could put out like bonus content of
Yeah.
things that happened.
I still have all my footage, like
Yeah.
from in the moment, because we were capturing our perspective and our audio and everything. So I've still got that view at least on my
But
computer.
I mean, just to cut it down for time, you
Yeah.
had to really be picky and choosy with it. But I mean, even the first thing that happens in the game is we all get divvied up into 2 teams. And like there's a whole thing of like them reading out our names and us going the different sides and like reacting and stuff like that, which had to just be cut down to like, all right, here are the teams.
Yeah.
So and so, so and so, so and so.
yeah, that was like an hour of filming, and then there's
I
like,
know.
this done.
But it's like it
These are
didn't
the
need it,
teams.
you know. Like there are
Yeah.
certain things where after watching the episode, you're like, okay, this is tighter. It makes sense. You don't really need all that faff around it.
Yeah.
Faff, whatever
that
Gavin
it?
would say.
Foff.
Faff.
Faff.
Fluff.
Yeah, but it was when I felt like the whole time I was watching, I had a knot in my stomach again, just like being so stressed out.
Oh, like from the
Even though you
challenge.
knew
Yeah,
what
from the
happens.
challenge, and just seeing everything like, oh, like what's gonna happen? I don't want to get eliminated. It was stressful to watch for me.
Yeah, it's tough because in STF we're in our new office now, which
It's
has
sick.
been awesome, but we're all in the same room and our computers are against the wall, so like everyone could essentially see what everyone's doing if you look around. And I've been reviewing some cuts of some episodes just because I'm on like part of the team that reviews stuff at the company, and I was watching one of the last 2 episodes of the show, and I was making sure Kayla and Blaine didn't see any of it because you guys weren't a part of the production.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure like they get to enjoy it and actually watch it because people don't know.
Even internally, we were discouraged from talking about
Yeah.
it after the production wrapped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we know literally nothing about what happened.
And I feel like that's more enjoyable
Yeah.
for everybody, not knowing what happens. Because like there's some stuff we film internally where like everyone knows the outcome and all
Yeah,
that
you know
stuff
Yeah.
the winner
for things.
because people, you're like, well, who won?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
now there's like, no one will tell us. But
Yeah, so now you gotta watch.
yeah.
I know, like even during production, when it was going on, people who were eliminated were messaging people who were still in the show. We're like, what happened? What's going on?
What's going on? Tell me.
I know that during the production, Jeff was there as kind of like, a survivor aficionado to also like help with or not help with the story, but like see what's going on with the story and to give advice on like how to say certain things or
Yeah.
do certain things. And he told everyone that he was essentially just like watching it like a reality show. And he would get home every night and tell Emily, his girlfriend, like,
That's funny.
oh my God, and then this happened and this person did this thing. And like, it was just as enthralled with it as he would be a normal reality show. And I thought that was really sweet.
Yeah, and I think like the important thing to remember that I think I see recurring a lot in the comments is that it's not scripted. I can't imagine how you would script something like this and have everyone
When anyone thinks,
stay on
Yeah.
book. It's like, no, it's like
crazy.
you're getting people's reactions. I think it's when they see like the talking heads, it seems
Yeah.
weird to them, but it's like, no, we were being interviewed, like we were getting pulled out in the moment, like teleported away to another location,
so funny
interviewed, and
that-
then teleported back.
It was
It's insane
scary,
to think
though.
about that inside of a game doing a talking head segment.
It was, but also the way it was done in the whole the essentially when someone went away for an interview, it was like their soul got sucked away and it was just their
like
body
you
just
blinked
went
out of
limp.
existence.
It was like
Yeah.
it was like an Avatar, the
blue people
the blue
one?
people one,
Not
where
the good
like
one?
they get yanked out of the machine, and then all of a sudden the Avatar goes limp.
Yeah.
and it was like that because it'd be like someone's talking, and then also go.
yeah, they would just get pulled out.
It was great.
I also saw some comments that were just like, yeah, the reason I thought this was like machinimated or something like that is because like everyone's really good at articulating their characters, like
Oh.
doing the head bobbing and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And that's something that before the production even started, we were kind of like meeting about it. And they said, oh, something to keep in mind, like as your character's talking, like move the head and
That's
like,
funny.
or if you're excited about something, like jump or bounce or like do something to like essentially animate your character so you're
And-
not just like standing there talking.
Anytime before we started filming, they would remind us that, like,
Yeah.
don't forget, you have to emote your character, you have to move around and
Yeah.
convey emotion.
I don't think there's anyone better at doing that than Charlotte.
So it
Yeah.
was really good.
Charlotte fucking killed me
I love
in
her
that
so much.
show.
She's so funny.
Is so fucking funny, and I know I will like never stop singing her praises. But holy
No.
shit, she was.
Every time I log
So
into
funny.
TikTok, first thing I see is one of her unhinged posts, and it's my favorite thing. There was a post about Tums yesterday that just like sent me into a tizzy for no reason.
Oh my god,
It was just first thing I saw at 9 a.m. and I was just
Tums and Charlotte.
Are Tums bad?
Tums?
Are they bad for your?
Bad in what way?
I don't know. I just heard they were bad for you. Like they're okay. They're like a short term. It's kind of like I don't know. like
Why-
putting Drano, it can melt your pipes if you do it too
It
much.
can melt your pipes.
What?
Like your
Tums?
internal pipes?
No, that sounds insane.
I'm not
There's
talking.
no
Okay,
way.
I think too much Drano in your pipes can be bad because
Sure.
it can melt your pipes. It's like and I think Tums might be the same where you're not supposed to. It might fix it
melts
short
your
term.
house plumbing.
Well,
Well, no,
Tums
your
is-
stomach.
Tums
It's
is good
bad
for
your
acid
stomach.
reflux.
Yeah, I know. So I guess it's a really bad analogy because it's the opposite. 'Cause it's like
It's
one's like a base, one's an acid. But I think it's bad for
Wait,
you over time.
Aren't they both bases?
yes, because they have to neutralize the acid.
Yeah.
But Drano.
No, Drano's a base.
Acid?
It's
Drano's
not
a
an
base,
acid.
yeah.
What?
Yes, Drano is
It's
a
a
base.
lie. It's lie.
Yeah. Bases can burn.
You lie.
and do stuff too. It doesn't. Only acids aren't the only things that can.
Yeah,
melt
I guess it's
things.
true. I guess it's true. Man, that's crazy. How do you know about Drano like that?
Well,
yeah,
I
there's a
also know when
base.
you buy Drano, it's like, do not ingest. If
Yeah.
you get it anywhere near your mouth hole,
Yeah,
like,
and Tums are for
go
your
to a
tummy.
hospital.
Yeah. No, I mean, but it sounds good for you long term.
I
I
think.
don't think anything's good for you.
Yeah, I think if
Yeah.
you're taking any medication longer than a couple of days, it's
Yeah.
indicative of another
Bigger issue.
problem.
Bigger
right.
issue.
It's like if you had to wake up and use a Band-Aid every morning. You'd be
Yeah,
like,
you should probably get that wound
Some-
checked out.
This doesn't seem right.
Yeah. Man, talk about wounds that just keep getting worse.
Go on.
Did I tell you all about Booger?
Oh, his foot?
He
Yeah.
told me
Okay, so
I mean, I know he had a foot
so
thing.
so so
broke his toe.
this is great. So my dog broke his toe.
Broke his toe.
Broke his toe.
He broke his toe. I don't know.
He broke.
He was
his
in the
toe.
backyard.
Is it because he was like limping? Is that how you were able
Yeah,
to
I
tell?
noticed it because it was like he was limping. He went out to the backyard and was like pooping and stuff. All he does out there is like poop, sniff around, and bark at the neighbor dogs. So I don't know. But he came back in. He was like limping. I was like, "What did you do out there?"
He
What were
stubbed
you-
his
And
toe
he
on
was
a
like,
rock.
well, I was running to
Yeah.
catch the squirrel.
Well, he could have been a squirrel, but my theory is he likes to. He sees they bark at each other. They love like running around at the bark at the fence. I think he like jumped up the fence, maybe got his toe caught.
Maybe,
And then
yeah.
it pulled, and then it broke. I don't know. So he broke his toe.
Which paw is it on?
His back right
Back
toe,
right paw,
toe.
okay.
So I was like, he limped for an evening, and if it's still limping tomorrow, I'm taking him to the vet. Took him to the vet. They're like, yep, broke toe. All right, put a cast on it. All right,
So small.
a cone. And then what happened is, well, this was like into last week. He got out of his he's slipped out of his cone. Just because like it
It's
was
not tight enough or something?
yeah. He got it off and he was like chewing on his little cast, not long. And I was like, oh, stop it, I got his cone back on. He just pulled out some of the gauze, like he chewed a little, the just very tip of it was chewed,
Yeah.
and then pulled out some of the gauze. And I was like, and I just cut the gauze off. And I was actually gonna get it, had to go for a checkup
Yeah.
soon anyway. So I was like, okay, well they're gonna redo the cast anyway, and it wasn't bad. It was just like a tiny little thing and some
Yeah.
gauze. And then the next day, I was like, he was like acting weird the next morning, and I was like, and he was like, and then he wasn't walking on his cast at all. He was like, I was like, something's wrong, and I could tell it was bothering him, and I was like, I'm just gonna. I could tell it was like, I was like, he's hurting. I'm gonna open up this cast, guys, see what's wrong, because if it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Infected or
I
something?
opened it up, and he had pulled the gauze where it had been. He had, what do you call it? Cut off the circulation.
Oh, like it was really tight.
Yeah, when he pulled the gauze, he
Oh, it tightened it.
He
Yeah.
tightened it.
You thought it was gonna be pus?
I thought it was going to be like bloody pussy.
No,
like
but he
opening
had
the
tightened it
wound
where
kind of thing.
but it had he wasn't getting circulation to his paw, and so I was like, oh my god, I was in a meeting, and
Yeah,
I
you
just
left the
disappeared the
meeting.
meeting.
Yeah.
You
'cause-
fully turned your camera off, and then 2 minutes later, you're like, I gotta go.
Yeah,
It's Booger.
I knew it
saved
was
my
serious
dog.
because we talked about Chris getting free food and he didn't reply.
didn't reply.
And I was like, oh shit, like something's wrong. Chris
Yeah.
isn't listening.
And then so I was like, and so I was like, I was worried. It's like, I don't know how long. I mean, I knew it'd been a while since he'd pulled it, but he hadn't been crying
Yeah.
really loud or anything.
Yeah.
It was more just in the morning where it was bothering him. And then, so I was like, but I was rushing to the vet. I was like, I don't know. What if they have to cut off his, I was like,
Oh,
what if they
no.
cut off his foot or something? Because
Oh,
it'd been
no.
like,
How's he gonna jump through windows?
I know.
right? Or break
Slower.
his other paw.
Or break.
Yeah. It was fine. They ended up, they didn't have to
Do anything?
do anything. I mean, it was all still swollen and purple for a bit, and then
Oh, poor booger.
yeah, I know, and they put him back in a cast, and it gave some medication. It swelled down, not infected anymore, but then I think it swelled up some more, so I had to take that cast off again. So I'm just like,
Jeez.
this dog won't heal.
Yeah.
Like
Unhealable wound.
It felt like it was a broken toe, and now it's a broken toe that like
Won't
became
heal.
swole. It's
got
like
this
it just
other
keeps
problem.
escalating.
Yeah.
It's like what is that thing called? The cat you eat, swallow the fly, you eat.
The spider.
The spider,
Eat the fly.
fly.
Yeah.
Swallowed the
I'm like,
bird.
he's gonna keep escalating his injury
Yeah.
to the point where it's like,
Don't give that mouse a cookie.
You need to recast him.
Yeah.
Let's see if I had my
Rim shot.
Boom,
shot,
boom.
I would hit it. Yeah.
Excellent work.
anyway.
That sucks.
I've been wanting a dog for so long.
Same.
You and me, Kayla, have been
Yeah.
talking about this for a while, but like, I am so lazy, and I know
It's so much work.
it is so much responsibility.
It's so much.
and it's like
It's like a 2-year-old.
I heard there's a friend of mine who said that she was talking to her friends who had both dogs and newborn babies in recent years. And they asked which are more complicated or more difficult. And she said, honestly, like it's hard to toss. It's a toss up between like a newborn puppy, and newborn baby.
There's so
Obviously,
much.
babies, there's a whole nother level.
Yeah.
You've got to keep this thing alive. But same with puppies to
But
a
like
degree.
you can put a diaper on a baby, and that's like half of it.
Yeah. It can't get far.
No.
Yeah. They're
Yeah,
also
but
not
the
gonna,
problem
like,
is if you don't take care of the baby, you're going to get arrested.
Yeah.
Like the consequences are
You also
pretty
should also
serious.
get arrested if you don't take care of the dog.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about a baby is though, it's like they're not gonna like.
They're not running around.
Yeah,
They're not
they're not
chewing
gonna jump out the
wires.
window.
They're not gonna shit
chew
on your
wires.
carpet.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or in your
without you
car.
knowing.
They,
Shit in
Yeah.
your
Well, I
bag.
guess they could.
they might go out your window. I don't know what you're talking about.
A baby?
Yeah.
A newborn baby?
Yeah, crawl right out your window.
No, like an infant. Though.
Infants.
You can't crawl out a window. How low are your windows?
I mean, it's
How strong is your
happened.
baby?
Oh, well,
Till that Eric Clapton.
oh my God.
What?
How old was the baby?
Do you remember like the song "Tears in Heaven"? It's about
What?
his kid who like fell out of a window.
What the what?
Y'all don't know this? This isn't like a story that anybody knows.
No.
Yeah.
What
I feel real
happened?
bad.
I guess he had like a kid who like crawled like a young kid who like crawled and fell out of a window of a tall building in New York. I want to say.
Oh my God.
And that's why he wrote the
horrifying.
song "Tears in Heaven."
What the fuck?
They're crying in heaven.
I'm like, I don't mean to laugh at it. I'm just like shocked that you guys have never heard
No.
this story.
So
I've never heard this story.
the baby just like
I don't know who
did
Eric
it did it fall and hit someone or something? Like what?
No,
Crawl out a window.
Yeah.
This was
It was like a high rise.
Yeah.
yeah. So with someone just walking down the
Oh.
street and then all of a sudden a baby fell, and they're like, "Oh my God, a baby just fell through!" Like, and it's
I
a
think you're
famous-
missing the point of this story. I mean,
Well, I'm just
wait,
trying-
wait,
How
why
did
is this
we
what you're
get
getting
here?
hung up on?
I know. I mean, I was just thinking about one aspect of it. I think we covered.
this podcast is weird.
This is the vibes of this is insane right now.
Something is
It-
off today.
There's something happened. Should we?
Anyways,
You want a dog?
dog, lot of responsibility. Not trying to compare it to a human child. I'm just saying what a friend of a friend said. That is very difficult to have a newborn pup and raise it. A lot of responsibility. And then also like all these like everyone I know who has a dog has had their dog like health issues.
Yeah.
And like having to take them to the vet or the hospital or
Yeah,
like doing
but
all these things.
Some of that's just life.
Yeah, that just happens
But
with dogs.
I only have to worry about me and Trevor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
you gotta board a dog, and we're like find someone to watch a dog.
Yeah, we
and then,
travel
like,
a lot.
You gotta walk them so much, which is like, yeah.
Oh, sorry. I just saw it was the kid was 4. Sorry.
Yeah.
4 years old. That's
Yes. Anyway, yeah. I in fact I had to take Oswald to the vet last week. He had to get like dental work, and then like as long as he was being put under, he had like some little growths on his back removed.
Yeah.
And then when I got him back, like he was like stitched up and had staples in his back,
Oh.
like holding the wounds together. I was like, what happened? I thought it was just gonna be like a little snip, and you'd be able to take him out. And they're like, yeah, we have to cut and make sure we get all the tissue. I was
But
like,
your dog's so small.
he's tiny. I know, and
tiny.
and I have to give him like medicine.
like
and
20% staples now.
yeah,
He's like smaller than that thing, right?
he's about this. He might be a
What
little
is
longer.
that?
He's about here.
That's
This is
Dumps.
Dumps, the podcast cat. You
never seen Dumps?
before?
No,
Dumps has been on
He's
every
been here
podcast.
forever.
I've never seen. This is my first time on the set. I've only ever been on the set that was the temporary set, and I've never seen this fucking thing a day in my life.
We talked about this last week, by the way, Gus, when you were not here.
Yeah.
We talked about what we want to see out of the new set.
Oh, okay.
Did you? What are you thinking for when we redo this podcast set? Because we're thinking
Redoing
about
it.
Yeah,
We're
it's
gonna
time.
revamp it.
This set is old now.
Yeah. It's time for a refresh.
Okay.
I think.
Refresh. Sorry, I just want way too many Subway commercials.
Subway refresh. Classic.
I don't know. What do you want to see out of it? Less wobbly table.
Less wobbly tables
Less
would be
wobbly
nice.
table would be nice.
A little mini fridge.
Mini
No,
fridge.
we had a mini fridge in the annex. Remember?
The one that had a rat.
The one that had
Yeah,
the
it
rat
had a
in it.
rat in it.
Oh, the one that leaked all over our meeting
Yes,
last week.
yes.
So the
that's
rat
it.
fridge. I said, "Hey Gus, is that the rat fridge?" And he was like, "Yes, it is, Kayla. I'll show you where the rat was." And then he turned it around, and as soon as he jostled it slightly, it started leaking fluid into a pool on the floor, and it changed the scent of the room.
Yeah, then the meeting room stank.
And then we moved to our new office. Peace.
It was our final goodbye.
We're like, okay, bye. Thanks, facility.
And I was
In my defense, I cleaned it up. I went and got paper towels, and I let facilities know
dabbed
right
it.
away.
The
Yeah,
real
I
mess
put a
was
paper
when
towel down.
facilities removed it, and then it left a stream throughout the room.
Yeah.
I felt so bad. We made it messy.
It was an accident.
But yeah, we're
duck.
gonna revamp the set. I want to be closer to people.
Okay.
Because I feel like this is very like it's a good
So you want a sectional?
or like a bar height table with maybe some like loungy
Oh.
chairs. You know, we'll board
Bar height table with wouldn't
like the chairs that are like not the stools that they use for off topic, but like if you're sitting at like a nice restaurant at a counter height table,
Yeah.
they have like they still have a back to them. You know, I'm
Let's
just trying to figure out how to be more upright.
let's appeal to the wide audience. Let's fully copy Rogan's set to a T. I want elk meat in every single seat. I want alpha. I want some elk meat. It's the only thing that alphas eat. What do you? Come on, beta. I want everyone to be painted violently red as soon as they come in. I want everyone to have bald caps. I want there to be steroids. You don't have to use them. I
Eric,
just
are
want
you
them
taking all this
available.
down?
You taking notes?
I'm writing this
Okay.
all down.
Thank you. I would like to have one white man who's on. He's on payroll. He's full time. He only shows up for this podcast to agree with whatever dumb take that we have.
So would that be Eric?
That's it.
But Eric's too smart. No, Eric
He's too
pushes back.
sassy.
Eric pushes back. He's too sassy.
Yeah.
We need a real, just like doormat of a man.
I mean, we have those in numbers here.
And then also, final request, I want the shittiest, ugliest looking over-the-ear can headphones, and everyone has to wear them. And the mic must obscure 3/4 of your face and body. And also, no one can be over 5'6",
Have you
much like
watched?
Joe Rogan.
I feel like you've watched a lot of Joe Rogan Experience.
actually- so
These are
here's
strangely
more-
specific.
So here's the funny
Yeah.
thing. I've never seen Joe Rogan. I've never
Is this all
watched
what
it.
you assume it's like, or have you seen
I've seen
enough?
thumbnails, and I've
Copy.
seen clips that people have shown like 20 seconds of and then talked about.
In chat, Fran the person says we need chimps on DMT.
Yeah, chips on DMT.
Chimps?
Yeah,
Chimps
chimps
on
on DMT. That would
They
be awesome.
gave DMT to
They
Chimps
put-
invented DMT.
Yeah, they put drugs in a monkey, bro.
what?
Yeah.
Chris is learning a lot today.
I saw someone in chat
That
that
is
was
not-
like, "Oh, so Barbara just wants like an Rooster Teeth podcast version of the off-topic set."
Yeah, make it red.
And honestly, like you guys have all done off-topic.
Yeah,
like
it's nice.
it's a fun set to be
It's a
on
fun
because like
set.
you could be standing, you could kind of like move around a little bit, you
Yeah.
could go in and out. Like
it makes your
that-
energy. Can we?
it keeps the energy higher.
That being said, they have a very different approach to
Podcasting.
the audio and the way that they mic.
Oh yeah,
it.
they're loved up.
Yeah, I mean, we'll put these mics wherever we end up.
Yeah, I just feel like with the way that they do it, they rely like on
Also,
some
these are,
overhead
like,
mics.
lavaliers
Yeah,
now.
Yeah, I think they're loved up for it now.
yeah.
We get loves.
Lavs don't sound as good.
These definitely sound better, but
Yeah.
lavaliers are nice for the flexibility.
There was a period of the podcast where we used lavs, like probably like 8 years ago.
I think it's when we
Yeah.
started the
And-
video podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the audio is really bad from it.
It's terrible.
Oh well, actually,
It's because we didn't know what we were doing.
I would.
It was me who was lobbing people.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was before me.
It was before Mike. Just
Yeah.
throwing that out there. It was before Mike worked here.
Before we had actual audio people who worked with us.
I want handheld mics.
Oh God, for the whole podcast?
Yeah.
I'm into that.
I think it makes you. I think it makes you more
Can,
loose and
can
like,
we have a selection of 4 different mics?
Yeah.
One handheld,
Ooh.
one lav, and in the order you show up, you get to pick your mic.
Yeah,
It looks like Eric's agreeing with you.
yeah. Let's do that.
It looks like he's really into this idea.
I think a handheld mic is good.
I like
think
handheld
it's good
mics.
energy. It makes me feel like a stand-up comedian.
It almost feels like too talk showy though. Or not
But I feel
really.
like if you need to cough or something, like clear your throat, you got the mic away from you. You don't have to.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Do
You
that.
can't-
You don't have to mess with the arm here.
Wherever you want.
I'm just imagining holding that for an hour and a half,
You
though.
save it right here. Like, bam, done. Put it
Yeah.
on your seat.
But I'm always talking, Gus. I'm
And you can
always at the
you can
ready.
hit them. You can hit them with this.
One of these?
One of these.
Mm-hmm.
Away. It's a lot of resting positions you can have. I like the idea personally,
I don't
but
mind it.
also I don't know dick about anything because I've been doing this for the shortest time.
What about that thing we got in the Secret Santa video that like it goes around your neck and it holds your phone in front of you? What if you get one of those and put
the
your
mic.
mic on
Yeah,
it,
and
and that
you
way
hold
it's
it
just
right
like in
here.
front
What
of
if we
you?
get those
Hands-free.
like little helicopter
We-
pilot mics where it's like the headphones and the little mic that comes out?
Let's get the boy band mic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, the little boy band
we
mic.
tried those briefly too.
Didn't we do that for South by at some point?
Yeah,
That's
we
fun.
did at South by. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. What mics do you guys think we
Hey,
should use in
you
the
know-
audience?
I have an idea.
No.
Kayla's idea about the handheld ones, but the long, skinny ones. So then you can rest your hand. So you can hold it.
So it's like the Bob Barker mic.
Like a
Yeah.
Bob-
Yeah.
Like
So it's
one that you
long-
can hold like
yeah.
this.
So you can hold it in your hand, but you also don't have to.
Yeah.
You can just rest it on the couch and still be talking to it.
And you can encourage people to get their pets spayed and neutered.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I do that daily.
Oh yeah, we should use those mics that they use on like reality shows where people are in bikinis the whole
Yeah,
time.
the
It's
ones
like
that
it looks like a necklace.
The ugly necklace ones.
Yeah.
Have you never seen that?
I don't watch a lot of
Okay, when
reality
you see
TV.
a reality show and you see anyone not fully clothed, they'll be wearing a dumb fucking necklace
like a black
and like a
thing
waist
with-
thing.
Yeah.
And that's their mic and their mic pack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which leads me to the next question. You guys know when you're watching a reality show and there's like a sexy bit, is there just a
Familiar.
cameraman just
I think about that all the time.
It's
Like
either
when
that
people
or
are having sex.
they have to have like installed like a
Yeah.
robotic camera.
like a robot, like a motion activated camera?
Yeah.
Because like no, but sometimes okay, this is I'm telling on myself.
We've had those cameras like here before,
Mm-hmm.
like cameras like that.
There is an episode of this show that is a terrible show. It's called The Real L Word, and it was a reality show that Showtime made that was following a group of lesbians in LA, and they're all the worst people I've ever seen in anything ever. But there's an episode where like a forbidden hookup happens, and they first of all they fully showed it. Didn't know you could do that. I guess at Showtime they have their own rules, but it's not a single like shot. It's like movement. And I was like, is there a cameraman in there? Because it wasn't like it was panning the different. It was like it would be like this and then like this, and I'm like, that's a
I
man.
think about that, especially on like the Bachelor series
Yeah.
or Bachelor in Paradise, where there are like plenty of makeout moments or people like about
Disgusting.
to do the deed, and like there's a cameraman in the bedroom
That's
with
what I'm
them,
saying.
just like
Or like
you're-
when couples have like fights on reality shows, and I'm just like the cameraman's just
there's just a dude
ooh,
just standing there.
watching.
There's a reality TV show I love, super trashy. It's 90 Day Fiance. Now we're in the Discovery family. I'm hoping I get to be involved with that franchise somehow.
Involved
Like
how?
a host of their tell-alls,
or like
Yeah.
to
Sean
marry
Robinson does.
someone.
There's this one season a few years ago where this guy goes down to Brazil to meet this woman, and like there's this awkward encounter that happens, and like he runs off, and then after he runs off, the woman he's down there to see and the production team get mugged by men with machetes, like
Yes.
come up, and like the whole thing's getting filmed, and then you see like cops show up and start shooting into the jungle. And it's like what you're talking about. It's like there's still someone with a camera,
with the
there
camera
who's like,
rolling.
yes,
It's like, do I
yes,
cut?
this
Do
is
I
perfect.
cut? No one told me to cut.
None of you watch any of the Real Housewives series?
Not
I don't
really.
either. But Emily, Jeff's girlfriend, also she does my hair, and so we talk a lot about life, but also different shows we're watching. And she watches, I think it's Real Housewives of Atlanta. I could be wrong.
Oh yeah, that's one.
I'll have to double check. But she said that apparently there was a moment on one of the episodes where one of the women gets a call and has to says her husband is sick and she has to leave or something like that. And then the FBI shows up.
What?
Like her and her husband were involved in
Money laundering?
some type of thing like that.
This
and they were
sounds
being
vaguely
investigated
familiar.
and it was all caught in this reality show, 100%
Wait,
real.
was that with Phaedra?
I don't know the names,
I
unfortunately.
feel like it's Phaedra. That's the one that's always I'm hearing scandals about.
Jeff told me about this, and I was like, "This is the closest I've ever come to wanting to watch this show."
I know.
You should. It gets weird.
I might start. just
Why not?
throw it on. Although
97
man,
seasons.
there's a lot of good TV right now,
Yeah.
and Gus and I were just talking about Severance.
Severance is
I know
such a
Gus
good
has been
show.
talking about that for a while, and I'm like,
I watched the first one. I like it.
It's good.
It's good.
The season ended. All the
amazing.
episodes are out. This is the perfect time to binge it. I love the show. It's frustrating to watch week to week, having to wait to see what's going to happen because they have some
But
great
now all the
cliffhangers.
episodes are out for the
Now
first
all of
season.
them are out. You can just binge watch the whole thing.
I will do my best. I'll do my best.
I haven't finished it yet.
Me either.
So the goal is, I think, tonight or tomorrow for me and Trevor to finish it because the finale came out and like I had to avoid Twitter for a few days because people were posting GIFs and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Or like I saw someone on my flight on the way home watching the finale and I had to be like
Looking away.
this the whole time.
Yeah, it's like if you don't know, the premise is that people can undergo this procedure so that when they're at work, they don't have any of their memories of their personal life. They only
Yeah.
remember stuff that happens at work. And then when they're away from work, they can't remember anything that happened at work. They only know their personal life.
And would that
So-
be the worst?
So for the
Well,
people
for
who,
the person who has to work for their whole existence.
right, for the people who work, it's like there's this one scene early on where like it's like a new employee and like she gets to work and she's like, "Is it a new day?" And they're like, "Yeah, it was the weekend." And she's like,
Yeah, because you essentially they leave via elevator,
Yeah.
and
Right.
so like you get on the elevator to go home, and then when you come back to work, you
Yeah.
get back on the elevator. And so like to her, it's just she gets on the elevator and back off, and it's the next day.
Yeah.
because it's like you have no,
no time has passed for them because they
Yeah.
don't have those memories.
which
Yeah.
I think is like a level of hell I would never want to experience.
yeah, because the one half of you only goes to work.
Yeah,
So,
they
yeah.
they
and
that's,
has no memories
that's
either.
it.
Oh, yeah,
That's
you don't
their
remember your
entire
life either.
existence.
Yeah, you don't know like anything about yourself, about your family,
Yeah.
about your past.
Yeah, like
anything
sometimes they'll
that.
talk to
yeah.
each other like, wouldn't it be weird if we knew each other on the outside? Like if
Yeah.
our Audis know each other or
Yeah, outies and innies.
That's what they
yes,
call
like
them.
you could
Smut.
run into your coworker and not know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very cool premise,
Yeah.
and
Is it not to spoil anything? And if it's a spoiler, don't answer. It's the timeline is supposed to be weird, right? Because all the vehicles look kind of old, and
I think
the,
it's just a small
like
town.
wood paneling. It's because
I think it's just the aesthetic they're going for.
is it? Because
Yeah.
like everything just looked like it was like in the like 70s or 80s almost.
Yeah, I haven't finished it yet, so I can't say if that plays into anything.
Okay.
But I imagine it might.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah,
Oh,
it's,
yeah, it's
I
just a
think
bunch
it's
of,
just their
like-
aesthetic because they do have like
It's like weird stuff that I'm like, is this because like technology has advanced so quickly, or like I don't know.
well, like I believe some of the Audis, like when they're out of work, they do have cell phones,
Okay.
like modern smartphones.
Okay.
So
Cool.
Yeah, I think it's like modern day.
That would be
show.
tough though, because with a lot of things, your outside experience informs so much. Like you need perspective.
I think you'll understand once you see the show,
Yeah.
like how it doesn't matter for this.
Hmm.
I don't know. I have so many questions, but I also still have like 3 or 4 more episodes.
Yeah.
I think.
yeah, and there's a lot of episodes that end with like a cliffhanger, and you're like, what the fuck? But now you can watch them all. So
Okay.
Yeah.
it's
I'm
much
gonna
easier to
see
watch.
if I can convince my girlfriend to binge it.
Please do.
I think it's great. It's great commentary on like your
Work-life
work
balance.
life balance, work life separation, and
thereof.
I
even
also. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, even like the deification of like executives
Yeah.
and corporate culture. It's really a really good commentary.
I watched Adam Scott in Parks and Rec, as I'm
Yeah.
sure we all did. But seeing him in the show, he is such an interesting looking human being.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is about him. I'm like,
Tiny mouth?
I think it's like the mixture of like the size of his facial features and
Yeah.
stuff. He looks like someone like drew him.
Yeah.
It's
Like
No,
a
I know exactly.
caricature, but he's a real life person. Is that
Yeah.
what-
It's
Yeah.
just like I feel
like someone made him in a character creation.
It's like that most of his
in a
face is
game.
like right here, but also he has like that tiny little chin.
He's just
but
so
then his head's,
fascinating looking.
Kind of big, and he's got
It's
like
like
the
a it's
hair.
like a weird. It's like a his head gets bigger as it goes up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
It's just
He looks drawn. He looks like a comic book character.
They also do this thing which exaggerates what you're talking about. When they're on the elevator going to and from work, it's a close up, and they change the focal length on a
Oh.
close up of someone, so it's like the face warps
Oh,
that's
whether
cool.
they're in innie or out, going from innie or outie mode. So
There's
it makes them
probably-
look even weirder.
there's probably a lot of Easter eggs like that in terms of like innie versus outie.
Yeah.
And how like they probably
Film it and
even
shoot it.
film it, colorize it, like
Makeup,
everything like
all
that.
stuff.
I almost want to like finish it and then rewatch it all the way
Go to
through.
Reddit.
I'm totally gonna rewatch it.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to go back now that I know everything that I do know to see how the early episodes played out.
I can't wait.
fun.
Yeah, so we'll need a full report back from you too.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
I can't remember.
do.
It reminds me a lot of Lost and like the anticipation I had waiting for episodes of Lost back, when that was really popular. Just like things are mysterious, you're not quite sure. It's a little weird, and then things are like slowly getting teased out, little bits of information.
Yep.
It's fun.
See, I've been in a rewatch mode.
What are you watching?
A lot of stuff. After I finished our flag means
I
death,
want to watch that.
so good.
Sarah Weems was telling me about
So
that.
good.
It was so good.
So gay. It's really good. I love Taika Waititi. I've been rewatching a bunch of stuff. I think the last thing I finished was the first season of Gentleman Jack on HBO Max.
What is that?
Well, I don't know if I'm not familiar with that one.
Oh, I know you aren't. That's why I'm embarrassed. It's this show about this woman named Ann Lister who was like this. She was like this lesbian in like the 1800s or some shit in Halifax. Where's that? Like
Canada?
That's
No.
in Canada?
Halifax, Nova Scotia?
I don't know. I've only heard Halifax, but in Halifax, and she's very much like a butch woman who's like doing her thing and like falling in love with women, but the women have to get married because there's no such thing as gay people, and she like is going through like the last woman that she was seeing just got married, so she's like really just down in the dumps. But then she meets this like girl who like she's like kind of known her whole life, she hasn't seen in a while, who's like. They say that she's just mentally frail, but she just has like a bunch of anxiety, but no one had a word for it then. And they like kind of fall in love or whatever. But the real plot is that all of her land is on these coal mines, and these dudes, this other family, the Rawsons, they're the richest family in the city, have been stealing her coal because she's always gallivanting around the world, having sex with people's wives, and then coming back and being like, oh. Sorry, I had to come back. I left my jacket and then leaving and doing it all again. So then she finds out that because they're like, I want money. I don't want to marry a man to have money. My uncle left me this estate. I want money. I'm gonna do coal. And then they're like, oh, they've been stealing your coal. So she's trying to trick the dudes into like buying her coal mine, but also paying for the coal that they already stole. But they're like, evil, so they don't want to do it. I know this sounds
is such a weird.
I know that's why I was so
direction.
embarrassed to say I was seeing, but like,
I want to point out, I had to look this up.
yeah,
It's actually Halifax, West Yorkshire, England.
okay.
Oh, so it's not Canada's Halifax.
Okay.
England's
that makes more sense
Halifax.
because I was like, I could have swore they had British accents.
Yeah, and I was like, in my head,
I was like, I don't know
I'm
if
not
they have a lot
a
of coal in
geography
Halifax.
person, but I was like, I thought it was in England.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah,
Chris, nobody thinks of Halifax. Everyone thinks of if you say Halifax, everyone thinks of Canada.
it was
I
Halifax,
thought England.
England,
I swear to God, I thought England.
Like,
not me. I
Not
don't know
me.
dick about anywhere.
No.
But yeah, it's really good. It's like a very mostly like low stakes show, and I've been doing kind of like low stakes, non-emotionally wrought shows because the world is so terrible right now. And it's just like it has a very jaunty, fun theme song that I get stuck in my head for weeks on end. And season 2 is coming out soon, so that's why. And that was I never thought I would get a season 2 because it came out in like 2019, and then I got like again. I don't know how the internet knows I'm gay, but it was like
they have figured it out. They've cracked the code.
it was like a suggested tweet on like an account I never used, and it was like, hey, there's a trailer, it just dropped, and I was like, oh my god, it's coming back. So I rewatched it. It's good if you want like a dumb fun show. They're like 30-minute episodes.
I love that.
I love a period piece.
I love 30-minute episodes.
There's like a B and a C plot that are all interesting. Yeah.
Do you enjoy smut?
Are you asking me, do I love a slow burn that takes out over a very long amount of time? Yes,
Okay,
I do.
okay.
That's why I like a period piece. That's why
Would
I like
you-
a movie where they don't touch pinkies until 45 minutes in.
Would you classify Bridgerton as smut?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I saw a thing. I don't know where I saw it.
Internet?
But where they were like the second season wasn't as like
Tantalizing.
Porny.
It wasn't.
There was definitely way less sexy time.
It's because the second
It's a
season's
lot
about
of-
yearning,
Second season is a lot of yearning.
pining,
A lot of pining.
yearning,
a lot of being like,
fuck already, wanting.
edging.
yeah, a lot of
Edging.
edging. Whereas the first season, they give you
Yeah. I thought that was
a lot
too
of what
vulgar.
you want.
I thought the first season was too vulgar. I like the pining. I like the
Interesting.
longing. I like the yearning.
You like the chase.
I like the chasteness of it all.
This might be a question before, from before the internet was so prolific with like porn and stuff. But what was something that you watched just because of a sex scene or something, or you thought there might be a sex
Anything
scene?
with a gay thing. There's this,
But like something weird. You're like, why? Like
like a weird thing. or
Howard the
like-
Duck had duck boobs in it.
what?
Oh yeah.
Duck boobs.
Oh, cool city. What's that? Brad
Oh,
Pitt
Cool
movie?
World.
Cool World. That's also got boobies.
Are there boobs in that?
I mean, covered, right? He fucks the cartoon, right?
I never saw Cool
I never
World.
finished
never-
it. It got deleted off my Sling DVR before I could finish it.
I just remember like when I was a kid, whenever you could look and see what the rating of something was, right? Oh my gosh!
I'm showing Chris the Howard the Duck boobs.
Oh, is it duck
Put it
boobs?
away, Gus.
I hate that.
It's a duck boobs. Life is like a hurricane.
In the
We were desperate before the internet.
Yeah, but I
Nipple
remember
and
being like
areola
11 or something, and then saying like, rated R, and then I make sure I
Perhaps.
watched the beginning of it to see what it was rated R for, and I was like, some
Nudity.
nudity. Well, I guess I'll be watching this.
I still remember. Did any of you guys go to like Bernie's watch parties for Game of Thrones ever?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I
don't
wasn't
know.
invited.
I don't think like. Were you
don't
even
think
working
you were.
here? You might haven't even been here at the time. I think this was like before you were hired, but I remember when the first thing was coming up, like the rating of the episode and what there was like violence or gore,
Yeah, yeah.
this and that. And we would all wait for there to be like the nudity warning, and then we'd be like,
Sorry, I had a visceral reaction to Kai's 71, who said, "My girlfriend watched Love in Leashes and Fishbowl Wives, and she did not expect the sex scenes." Here's my thing. I don't know if you guys heard me. I've been evangelizing to this everyone who will listen to me. Love in Leashes on Netflix is the best romantic comedy film
Love
to
and
come out
Leashes.
in the past 20 years.
It's a film?
It is a movie on Netflix. It is Korean. It has one of the girls from the girl band Girls' Generation in it.
Love
the one,
and
she is 30. He is 25. It is an office setting. It is about BDSM. It is about kink and bondage. It is a love story for the ages. They work at a YouTube channel that makes kids shows. That's neither here nor there. It is a perfect show. 50 Shades 2, I don't want that. F that. That Stephanie Meyer ripoff, I don't want it. I want 8 more movies of Love and Leashes. I want it to be like the Fast and Furious franchise. I need more of it. Anyway, you should watch it. It's really good. She steps on
It
him.
depicts a romance between Ji-hoo, who has everything perfect but has secret BDSM desires, and Ji-woo, a competent public relations team member
Yeah.
who finds out about his secret. It was released on Netflix February 11th, 2022,
Also-
to coincide with Valentine's Day.
The dude who plays Ji-hoo is one of the most attractive men I've seen in my entire life. He is
Ji-hoo.
cute as a button.
well, I mean, I didn't need more reason to watch it, but
And
if
he's
there
a-
are attractive people in the show.
And he's got great physical comedic acting, which
Oh,
is
love that.
you hate to see it in a hot person. How dare you get everything?
I've been trying to get into reading more of content like this. I started reading A Court of Thorns and Roses. Have you heard of this book before?
Is it smutty?
It sounds like a
It's-
Game of Thrones.
It's
book.
like smutty Beauty and the
does.
Beast.
okay.
Smutty Beauty and the
and
Beast.
you like beasts.
So is there a beast?
I love. I mean, anything Disney adjacent, related, similarity, whatever. I'm all in.
Is he a beast?
No, it's okay.
Say it.
Fairies,
Fairies?
but not fairies in the way you think of, like
Wings and-
high fairies. Like
So elves with
yeah,
wings.
elves with wings.
Elves with
I'm
wings.
only like in the beginning stage of the book, so I'm still trying to understand the universe.
Yeah.
But they're essentially like people think that they're evil and they kill people, and they're like humans are terrified of them, and they're like misunderstood and all this stuff, and they live these lives of like luxury and glamour, and a lot of the human people are living lives that are very terrible, and
They think that about
Anyways.
the fairies or the humans?
they hate each other.
Yeah.
They hate each other. They both.
Yes.
They don't understand.
And then one of the very powerful fairies people takes one of the
A human
girls
lover?
as like to live with him forever
Oh.
as repayment for something.
Oh.
He gives her
Wait, is that a-
immortality.
Is that a repayment to the like?
She killed someone.
Okay.
Oh, so
And-
he's
yeah.
taking her.
So instead of killing her, he takes her to live with him for
okay.
all eternity.
For a punishment.
For
Yes,
punishment.
that's hot.
But is he,
But I'm in the stages now where she's like his piercing green eyes, and his sleeves are rolled up, and I noticed the muscly forearms and tan skin and like all this stuff, and it's just like, yeah.
but what about his wings?
Yeah, what are those? Yeah.
Oh no, it's not like the wings. Like this guy turns into essentially like a beast almost, which is why it's like I don't know why they're fairies. Someone's gonna have to explain it to me. I'm still
Are
into
they
it.
fairies or are they just like fae?
It's fae.
Okay.
Okay.
Which I don't know what
fae
that
is just
means.
a magical being.
Yeah.
They are
Have you ever seen?
faes.
Okay, so there was this show. Oh God, what was it called?
Fairies.
There was this show. It's Canadian, so you know it's hit or miss, and it's about this woman who is half succubus, but she doesn't know why or what it is, so she keeps like accidentally killing people when she fucks them. and she's bisexual, and she gets caught after sex murdering a dude. So she gets caught by this hot werewolf cop.
Oh no.
werewolf.
Oh no! And
Is this Wolf Among Us?
and they're like, and he's like, what are you doing? You know you're not supposed to do this. And she's like, I don't know. It's just been happening my whole life. And they find out she's like an unregistered fae. So then they take her to the fae world, and they're like, yo, we got a rogue succubus. We don't know how she's gotten under the radar this whole time. I think it's because she's like half human. But but when you're in the fae world, you have to choose the dark fae or the light fae to align yourself with, and there's always like a constant power struggle. But because she's like, I choose neither. I choose humanity to like be a human, and then she becomes like a detective.
And what is this called?
I don't remember.
People in chat are saying Lost Girl.
It is called Lost Girl.
Is it called Lost Girl? Yes. And so she's bisexual, Avi, and she's got this thing where she like when she feeds on fae, she can feed on them without killing them, but it usually kills humans when she feeds on them. So she'll like fuck the werewolf cop all the time and like get high from it because he's got like fae energy. But then she falls in love. But then she also falls in love with this doctor who has been kidnapped by who I don't know. She works for the Dark Fae because she owes I don't know. She's like interested in researching the Fae, and they like use her in her lab
Could
equipment
you
and
read
stuff.
the book that I'm reading and explain it to me?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Man.
And yeah, so it's like so the whole series is she going to go for the lady doctor or the werewolf cop?
Oh, interesting.
And you were embarrassed
Detective.
to talk about that show about the miner in England.
Don't say minor. Don't say minor.
Minor.
Landowner.
Minor.
Mining
The
owner.
landowner. She's
Yeah.
she owns a
In Halifax.
fancy
But I like
plot of land.
You were like, I'm embarrassed to admit this show, and it was like a period piece, and then you're like, but let me tell you about this.
In chat, Coldstock says podcast where Kayla reviews smut books.
Please.
I'll do it.
I mean, I had a lengthy discussion with both Ashley Jenkins, formerly Ashley Burns, and Sarah Weems as well about these novels that are essentially smut, but like all sorts of levels of spiciness and fairy tale and all this stuff. It is. There's so much out there, and
there's
there's good reads.
It's funny you say that because in chat minutes ago, someone said, "Looks like Weems has been getting to Barbara when you were talking about your
has
book."
got to me
I
in the best way.
had a weird thing. I just remembered.
Are you okay, dude?
No, I just remembered. I just had a weird memory pop into my head that I think I had blocked.
What did you jerk it to?
No, it wasn't me. It was one time when I was like visiting like my grandmother's house, and then
no.
like I remember.
Did you find some books?
Well, there were a lot of them.
Did you find?
And then I remember at one point, like I was like picked up a book because I was like bored and I was a kid, and I was like started reading it,
You must have been really bored.
and then I was like, "Whoa, this is porn almost." Like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
and then I went to my sister. I was like, "What did you?" She's like, "They're all like that," and I was like, "You?" And she was like,
yeah.
"Yeah." I was like, "They're all
What's
like."
it's erotic fiction, I guess.
yeah,
it would be
I
called.
just thought they were a bunch of books.
We used to when
Well,
I was
they
in
are.
middle school. Oh God, I hope my
They
mom
were like,
doesn't watch this.
it's like porn book.
Oh, your mom probably will watch this.
I hate this. When I was in middle school, we used to have this thing. There was a locker that was broken, so no one could use it, but it still closed. Just the combination didn't work, and we called it the romance locker because we would put romance novels, printed out fan fiction that was hand bound, by one of my friends, and fan fiction that we would all write in the locker, and you could check everything out like a library.
Oh my god! So you could read your friends' fan fictions. I feel
But
like
you would
that's-
not know whose it was.
No,
Is it
you
anonymous?
you could or you would like
I
you
feel
it didn't
like that's
have to
very
be
personal.
anonymous.
It's like in Bob's Burgers when Tina writes erotic
The
friend fiction.
No, it was literally that. But it was like about fandom fan fiction. And I remember one person wrote like a very interesting SpongeBob fanfic.
Those two words should not go together.
Yeah.
Hey,
You wouldn't
I'm
be
not
able,
gonna yuck your yum.
You wouldn't be able to guess the pairing.
but which hole?
You wouldn't be able
He's
to
all
guess the
whole.
pairing.
It's
but which
But they're
Squidward
all-
and Mr. Crab.
You got half of it.
Squidward
Yeah.
and SpongeBob?
No.
I guess I don't know any other SpongeBob SquarePants
Second
characters.
guess.
Patrick.
No.
I'm trying to think of SpongeBob. Oh, the squirrel.
No. Yes.
Plankton.
Oh, okay.
Plankton
you,
and
Eric.
Squidward.
I can see
Plankton
that,
and
yeah.
Squidward, yeah.
I'm into it.
I'd read 300 pages of that.
Yeah, no, and we did. We all did. A lot of Warriors Cat. Oh, we also used to pass around notebooks where we had our own Warrior Cat personas. You ever read the Warrior Cat books?
No, I've never heard of the
Oh,
Warrior
it's
Cat
these
books,
books
Kayla.
about these cats
You
that
will
lived in
now.
clans. And there was like a river clan, a water clan, the fire clan, and a shadow dark clan or something. And we all would like make our own warrior cat characters.
There are so
that
many of
we-
these books.
Yeah, that we RP'd as, and we would pass around composition books where we would like write our own stories that all went together like in the composition book. So you'd go and read what the last person wrote, and then you'd add on your part of it.
I like
And
that.
I had 6 friends in middle school, and that's why probably.
There's 8 of them in the series, not counting standalone books.
But what about? Did you read Redwall? Those were probably
Eh.
less sexy.
Those are less.
Those are just mice.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
And I think
was
they
just
were.
mice.
And they
It
were
was
mice.
fantasy in the wrong way.
Well, those are
Not
mice
sexy,
that
not
worked
sexy
at like
mice.
a nunnery. What do you call those?
A nunnery?
A nunnery.
Is
Or-
it just a nunnery?
A place where they like a church. Convent. Or
Convent.
something. They were
I
like
thought they were
convent
nunneries.
mice that fought off bigger rodents.
There's even more of those books.
Sexy.
I'm sorry, Thunder Clan, not Fire Clan.
Could you look at a Court of Thorns and Roses was the book I was talking about. I don't know if there's like a description. That
Yeah, that's like if you have questions, just ask
There's-
my small wife.
Yeah, there's
That's
22
like her
of those
favorite thing in
Redwall
the world.
books.
Oh yeah, no, I was talking about it with Barbara too.
Oh, that's like her favorite thing in the world.
Court
We
of
had brunch,
Thorns and Roses.
and it was Sarah Weems was there and Barbara was there, and we were talking about these novels.
There's
Hell
4
yeah.
of them.
There are.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you reading a court? So the second one is A Court of Mist and Fury.
Okay.
The third one is A Court of Wings and Ruin.
Excellent.
The 3.1 is A Court of Frost and Starlight. And the fourth one is A Court of Silver Flames.
Yeah.
So there's 5 of them because there's 3 and 3.1.
Yeah, A Court of Thorns and Roses is the first one, and that's what I'm reading now. And that is what I was told is like a good introductory book for this type of writing.
19-year-old
Okay.
Fairy kills a wolf in the woods, and a beast-like creature demands punishment for it. She's taken to the land of the fairies, her captor Tamlin, who is an immortal fairy himself. She comes to live with him at his estate. He is a High Lord of Prithian, and a fairy begins to realize that what she has previously learned about the dangerous world of fairies is all a lie.
Yes.
Oh.
It's very interesting.
very-
I want to learn
It's
about
like
the dangerous world of fairies.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
me
like
too.
Artemis Fowl if he was like a sexy lady.
I just because even back we were in Tales from Sticky Dragon, we encountered an aurochs, was it?
Oh, yeah, Aurochs.
Aurochs,
Aurochs.
and Barb was like looked at the picture of it, and she was like,
I was like,
I like the
damn.
aurochs.
was it like an orc?
It was
No, it's
whatever
like
it was. It was sexy.
It's like an ox, but thick.
I think I am in the
Listen.
minority that thinks orcs is hot.
as a mostly straight girl who watched Beauty and the Beast growing up, the Beast
Hot.
smash.
He's hotter as a beast than as a human. He's like
Hundo P. I would
he's
absolutely
busted
smash.
in the face as a human.
You know the whole Smash or Pass game that people
Yeah.
are playing on TikTok with like the different Disney
yeah,
characters,
you
like
smash the beast.
100%
Hundo P.
smash.
Smash.
And so yes, that Aurochs was hot.
Yeah.
The beast?
Listen,
Yes.
hey Barb, the question that I'm sure it's called teratophilia. Just look it up. That's what you have. It's fine.
That's the Aurochs, by the way, just so you know, Kayla.
No, that's not what I was shown.
That's not the
That's not
picture.
it?
That's not the
I
picture.
don't think that's what I'm gonna look
It was
at,
more
at
like-
Discord to see if I could find it.
I think it was like a headshot of the aurochs. It was like he was
I
posing.
like how I show this one, and Barbara's like, that's not it.
That's not it. Because here's the thing. No, but I get where Barb's coming from. It's specific.
It is specific.
It's specific in a way that
I'm not ashamed.
You can show but not tell.
You should you should play World of Warcraft. You'd love the Tauren.
Google.
Interesting. I'm going through our Stinky Dragon Discord right now to see if I could find the picture of it because I remember
Oh.
seeing it and I went, that's
It's been a while. It's been a couple months since we.
I guess we do type a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna
this
be
was-
way back there.
Barb, did you read Ice Planet Barbarians?
No, but I've never heard of it either.
How have you talked to Weems and not heard about that? It's like one of the most popular romance series. There's like a bunch of them. It's like a bunch of
I'm killing my algorithm. this
women
episode.
get
I'm
stuck
just
on
fucking-
like this planet of like sexy ice barbarians, and then there's like other
Oh.
planets that are like desert space barbarians or whatever. I don't know.
She probably hasn't recommended it to me because she
She
knows
doesn't
that
know.
I'm a very fresh smut reader.
Did you read
and
Dick-
reader period. I don't read a lot of books.
Oh
at
no,
all.
me either. Did you read Dick Fight Island?
No.
Oh
Do they have audiobooks of it?
yes,
I'm
not
sure
of
they
Dick
do.
Fight Island.
A group of
That's a
human women
manga.
are abducted from Earth by a group of aliens looking to sell them on the intergalactic market.
Yeah.
Their
Oh,
ship,
my
however,
goodness.
crash lands on a frozen planet the women dub Not Hoth, and they are found by the tribe of local sentient beings known as the Sakui.
Where is this hot beast creature?
Do people? Because I'm just curious about the audiobook. Because I do a lot of audiobooks because I
could
don't
do
have
other
as much
stuff at
time
the same
to
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have as much time to read as I used to, and it'd be weird like listening to an audiobook and then like doing stuff around the house and then I guess getting turned on and then being like, I don't know.
You
I don't need these mental.
I just
so
like
you're just
how would
cleaning
I-
up listening to a book, and you just think you're gonna get half-mast listening to the audiobook?
Yeah, I'm like, I can't wash dishes and do this.
Hey Barb,
It was the same picture.
it will.
I thought that was it.
Yeah.
I was pretty sure that was it.
That was the picture.
I looked through a lot of
and I
Alex
remember
photos
thinking
for
at the
that
time,
one.
like, damn, that's a hot
Damn.
creature. I'm
You're-
into it.
You're like, he's buff.
Yeah.
He's
Meow.
thick.
Put me in your castle. Show me the beast.
Are
Oh,
you,
you must have loved Witcher season 2.
I didn't. I
Ooh,
never watched The Witcher,
Oh,
but now
You should.
I should.
You should watch the. Hey Barb, look at me. You should watch The Witcher.
Okay, I trust you, Kayla. There was a wink for those of you
Yeah.
listening, just audio.
Do you know Iron? I think they're called like Iron Circus Comics. They do a lot of. Yeah, they make the Smut Peddler series, and they do a lot of GoFundMe's. And they
Smut
release
Peddler
a
series.
they release a book. They release like 2 or 3 books a year, and you can only get them through like Kickstarter or GoFundMe or whatever. And then like a year later, they'll sell the rest online.
Excellent.
But they have what I like to call very niche things that make you learn things about yourself, because it'll be like they'll have a book where they're like, this is Smut Peddler 2014, 15, 16, whatever, and it's just like a compilation of sexy comics from like a bunch of writers. But then they started doing these things that are niche. So it's like
What?
Like one is like called My Monster Boyfriend,
Okay, I love
and
it
it's like
already.
a bunch of, and also they're not all straight. It's like they run the gamut of everything.
Of course.
And it's just like one is just like, yeah, I got snowed in with this stranger and he's like dying of a mysterious illness, but it turns out he's actually an incubus and needs to fuck or he'll die, like that kind of thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then
I
there's
had a boyfriend who tried to tell me that once.
that's it. That's the
wish we
show.
had
Fucking end it.
yeah, end it. We're done. There's another one called like Silver something that's about like May December romances, and then there's another one that's like about like, I think it's called like Sex Robot or something, and it's about like
I'm gonna
technology.
need you to write this all down. For
Yeah,
me.
no, I'll send.
Okay.
Hey, they're on the book.
Give me a list, okay.
I'll give it to you.
Okay.
You should start a book club. You should.
should.
You should like find a place to like a repository online where you write all your recommendations and people can see them, and you earn like a
think-
commission fee,
Yeah.
an affiliate fee when people click on it to buy.
We should have an
audiobooks and stuff.
STF book club.
Yeah, let's do that.
Where we pick the books.
Yeah, and we make Chris read erotica.
Yeah, make you guys all read it, and then we'll discuss
I'll
it
read
every
it.
week.
Chris can only listen to the audiobooks while he's doing dishes.
Nothing sexy.
Risa Reno, I don't read Lore Olympus because I can't figure out how to buy coins on that Webtoons app or whatever.
Webtoons. And no, I wasn't referring to Trevor. I've had other boyfriends. Thank you.
Believe it or not.
People like me sometimes.
That's funny.
We got Black Box Down got featured on Apple Podcasts today.
Woo!
I was very happy about that. Like when you launched the Apple Podcast
Yeah.
app, it was like
Yeah.
on the front, right next to a podcast by Ava Longoria. It
Yeah,
was like
nice.
this.
And another one of the podcasts that we do was also featured.
Yeah, 30 Morbid Minutes
was in their
new and featured.
new and
New and noteworthy, yeah.
I believe
Noteworthy,
is
yeah.
where they were.
30 Morbid Minutes from the wonderful, beautifuls Jessica Vazami and Elise Willems. They just launched that, I think, 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yes. Fantastic
It's
podcast. Go
good.
check it out.
Yeah, I love both of them. They're both very funny.
Oh my God. Incredible. And Black Box Down is great too.
Yeah, sure. If you like planes,
Or if you don't like planes and you want to hear,
If you really hate planes.
yeah, if you hate
Yeah.
planes, it also plays to that crowd. Well, I mean, if you like,
I don't know if I would necessarily
wouldn't go
split people
that
up into let's play and skate planes. I
I'm just trying to,
feel like most people
as
are
broad as possible.
pretty indifferent
reach.
about planes.
But we also launched, we're launching this merch next week. But we also launched a new feature for that podcast, with something we've never done before, where people can. It's almost like if people who don't know about Rooster Teeth, because Black Box Down has a huge non-Rooster Teeth following, so it's almost like people can get first features for that podcast without getting all of first. They can pay like monthly fee. I think it's $2.99 a month and get early access to episodes and ad-free versions of episodes.
cool.
Oh, nice.
It's almost like a Patreon type thing.
Yeah, and
that's a good way to think. It's just like if
Yeah.
you like the show and want to support it.
Oh yeah, I will
Yeah,
say.
and aren't a Rooster Teeth first member of
Yeah.
Sword.
Yeah, because if I listen, it's like I always like describe it as like when I go to Wondery, because like sometimes I'm like, yeah, I pay for Wondery, but when I get there is so much, and I'm just like, oh, I don't know what to listen to. This is all new to me. I was here for murder stuff, but you guys have kids shows. I feel like it's like kind of like that.
well, yeah, it's like like I said, it has a large non-Rooster Teeth following. So it's
Yeah.
like if you want to support this one individual show and you're one of those
if
people who
you're
don't
just here for planes,
right, it's like that's your thing. Otherwise, like First has everything, right? It
Yeah.
has that. It has all of our podcasts like that and tons of other things. So it's just like a very small sliver for people because that podcast is unusual in that it has such a large non-Rooster Teeth following.
How many people do you think there are that
7.
that have like seen RVB, but now listen to Black Box Down, but don't know you're the same guy?
It definitely happens.
think
I've
about
seen,
that?
I've seen comments and messages.
His voice is
about that.
familiar. I don't know where it's from.
We've seen that on a lot of our TikToks
TikToks,
on
yeah.
STF.
Is that Simmons?
Oh, I recognize that voice. That's
Yeah.
Simmons from Red versus Blue.
Yeah.
Like they don't even know your name.
They look,
Right.
you look like.
It happens.
It's just like
funny.
crazy. I can't imagine what it would be like to have that experience as a fan.
Yeah.
It's just like, whoa.
Has that ever happened? Has anyone ever recognized you purely from your voice, Gus? Like you're on the phone with someone.
I don't.
You're like,
think
yes, sir.
so.
And-
I don't think so. I don't think that's happened. I'm gonna say no. It's possible, but I'm gonna say no. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I want to say. I wanted to plug Black Box Down
Always
because
be
we got
plugging.
Chris here, who's my cohort on
Your
that show.
co-pilot,
My
please.
And we got
mug,
some neat
which
stuff.
unfortunately doesn't have actual liquid in it.
Oh,
What?
it's just for display.
It's got what is that gum in there?
Yeah, it's got. I forgot I was chewing gum when we started
Is there
the podcast.
gum
I was like,
in
I need
there?
somewhere to spit it.
Eh.
Another good plug, gum.
I know. I feel like this is the end of the podcast where we're just plugging a bunch of stuff. But
Well, I got something to talk about that's nothing related to anything, but
well,
it's just
last thing I'll say is tomorrow, if you're watching this live, so it's Tuesday, April 12th, 4 to 6 p.m. Central, we're doing a special Stinky Dragon side quest stream where we're going to be playing Honey Heist. So we're trying to test out more like role-playing games and stuff like that we could do as a group. And Chris is going to be
my
DMing.
first time DMing ever anything.
I'm
That's-
excited to try it out. It's my first time playing Honey Heist.
Honey Heist is a RPG where everyone is bears
Yeah, that's
and
bears.
you're doing a heist.
You're gonna steal honey,
steal
Yeah.
honey from somewhere.
or is it a queen bee?
Honey,
One of those two.
honeycon.
And Gus got something for the stream, which is I think my new favorite thing that you own that I want you to wear all the
I
time.
intentionally did not bring it to this podcast tonight to save it for the stream
okay.
tomorrow.
And we'll have some special new Stinky Dragon merch, including this, which I saw some people in chat complimenting me on. This is Bart and Gum Gum from Tales from the Stinky Dragon that a community member actually did the artwork for.
I'll pull up the community. It's on. It's like Calvin. It's a play
Calvin
on
and
Calvin and
Hobbes.
Hobbes, which is
Yeah,
like honestly my favorite ever.
It's
like,
the cutest thing ever.
Like my phone background is Calvin and Hobbes. Like,
Yes. It's so cute. But yeah, we'll have this, a t-shirt, a mug, all with the same artwork, stuff to choose from. And then we'll be streaming 4 to 6 p.m. Central tomorrow on Rooster Teeth.
Honey Heist.
It was
Honey Heist.
Reddit user Rarzu.
Rarzu.
What were you gonna say?
Well, this is stupid. I just had a thing. I was wondering. I was like,
Say
I'd
it.
expect nothing less from you.
I got an argument, or it was arguments. I have a question.
Okay.
Could a tater tot be a French fry? Is it a French fry?
No,
Is it tater-
It's obviously not.
Wait.
No, no.
Wait.
There is no
Wait.
way. You already asked the question, and now you're saying, wait, no.
Wait, what?
100%
No. Wait, what? Say it, Chris.
Okay, I want you to list all the types of French fries you can think of.
Steak cut,
Okay.
Shoestring,
curly,
Okay.
curly,
waffle.
Uh-huh.
Like the kind where they kind of have the potato skin on it still.
Okay, like
I
home
think
fries?
The difference
Home fry.
between that, though, is that they're all intact. Like a tater tot is a bunch of
It's like crumbled.
crumbled up potato
no, they're not all
reassembled.
intact.
Yes, it is.
Those
Yes.
no, those
all
fries.
French fries are whole.
Except I will argue In-N-Out fries, which are the Pringles of French fries, and that they taste
But you see them-
reconstructed through a thing.
Like putting the fries or putting the potatoes through a machine to cut them up. There.
Yes.
Yeah, whereas tater tots are like if you have a bunch of potato that you mash together
it's like-
into a shape.
They shaved like for a hash brown,
Yeah.
and then like formed little tater
yeah.
tots.
Like what
Like hash
makes a
browns
French
isn't-
fry a French fry?
hash
They're all
browns-
just like they're all just potatoes that
Hash
are
browns
fried.
isn't fries.
right.
It's hash browns.
It would
But
be like
could it be?
no.
I would say a tater tot's closer to hash brown than it would be a French fry.
100%.
I've also ordered hash browns and gotten tater tots.
Those two are a lot more interchangeable.
Yeah.
There's
French fries are totally different.
If you just had a long tater tot.
okay. Hear me out.
Imagine a
no,
long
because it's already been grated. That's the difference we're talking about.
If-
Tater tots are grated
Yes.
potatoes.
I like Chris's face right now because he's like, yeah, that does make sense.
Here's the thing. Okay, let's break it down like biology. The kingdom. what's the-
The kingdom and phylum.
Yeah, so the kingdom is potato, right?
Okay.
The kingdom is potato.
Okay.
The phylum would be potato product, right? The class was when they separate because a potato is a French fry is pieces of a potato that have not been shredded nor mashed nor reconstituted. That's
I
like
don't
saying
know
a
if that's
mashed.
always
That's
true,
like
though.
saying
I don't think that's true.
That's like saying mashed potatoes is the same as a tater tot because they both may have been grated, or a hash brown because they may have been grated
Mashed
before being
potato
constituted.
is closer to a tater tot than a
Than a-
tater tot is to a French fry.
Exactly.
And I don't. Here's my thing: is I don't necessarily think
I'm
that
gonna
it
make a
makes
chart.
sense, but I think the term "fry" is used too broadly to the point where I think it's lost all meaning. Where I'm like, well, that could be a fry. Like home fries is what did it for me.
What is a home fry?
Home fries are
just
that's
potatoes.
debatable. That's questionable whether that's a
What
French
is
fry
home
or
fry?
not.
I've
They
never-
are though. That's my
Wait,
point.
can you
No,
give
like
it-
home
can you
fries.
give it paper
Home
and
fries.
pencil?
Home fries. It's possible for home fries to not be French fries.
Okay.
Home
I'm gonna
fries
make
is
a
like
chart.
cubed up potatoes.
Cubed up potatoes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, I would consider that closer to like almost a hash brown.
Yeah.
Okay, and here's
Yeah.
here's a all the styles of French fries ranked.
I wanna-
And you know what? You know what number 3 on the list is? Look at number 3.
What's
Tell
your
me-
source?
Is it hash
What's
brown?
your source?
It's Food Republic.
I don't give
It's
a
an
fuck about Food
infographic.
Republic.
I want
Look
a
at-
whiteboard.
Look
Someone
at number
give me a
3. Look
whiteboard.
at number 3 on the list.
Is it tater tot?
It's tater tots, but hear me out. It says, okay, so here we have, okay, hear me out. If you read the descriptions, waffle fry, potatoes cut, Belgian fries, potatoes sliced, standard cut, potatoes cut, garlic fries, any cut, curly fries, sliced. And then you go to tater tots, it says grated parboiled potatoes. They are neither fried nor cut nor sliced.
They are
Ooh.
fried.
Drop that phone.
They're fried.
It says
They're
it's parboiled.
parboiled.
and well, these ones are, but they're also listed under a thing of French fries.
From Food Republic, you found one place. I could find one place that says French fries are from outer space.
That's
I mean,
my point.
who gives a
I'm
fuck?
just saying, it's like there's no the term fry.
I think
means nothing.
We're just getting too complicated.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like the whole like is a hot dog a sandwich question. Like I would,
No, it's a
I think
taco.
there's probably some people who would consider tater tots to be a French fry,
Hot dog's
and
a
those
taco.
people
Are wrong.
are wrong. I would say.
Those people are all waiting for JFK Jr. to reveal himself and declare Trump king of the United States.
there are 18 types of fries. Today.com lists tater
Chris,
tots
I don't
as
give
a fry.
a fuck about Food
It's
Republic.
not
I don't
a
give a
fry.
fuck about Today.com.
I've never
can't-
seen Gus this angry before.
Hey, I'm so mad about this. This is so clear cut.
I just feel like fries, again, like you said, are cut. They are a single entity. A French fry is one piece of a thing. It is one piece of a thing that was a single potato. Once you grate it, once it becomes deconstituted, it is no. It's like how Pringles aren't potato chips.
Right, exactly.
They're potato product.
Yeah, like is like a baked potato a fry?
No,
Well,
it's not
closer
cut or
to a hash
sliced.
brown.
Because it's a potato.
It's closer to a hash brown mashed potato.
I guess I agree. I want the term French fry. I want it to be cleared up because I don't think home fries should be fried. If
No,
home fries can be
agree
fried,
with you.
then tater
No,
tots.
we agree with you.
I'm with you.
Okay. Well, that.
I don't
Yes.
think anyone disagrees on that.
No,
part.
they
Okay,
shouldn't.
Chris, Chris wants to make French fries great again. We just get a red cap in the store with white
Make-
text that just says "Make French fries
Great again. No,
I
but
just
it's
wanna be
great.
clear,
GRATE.
Do you want to know the dictionary definition of a French fry?
Please.
It's a thin strip of deep fried potato.
There it is.
A thin strip.
Of deep
Deep
fried
fried potato.
potato.
So, but
No,
But what
they're
if the-
chodes.
But it didn't
They're
specify
chodes.
whether or not it was reconstituted or not.
What?
It's not a thin
It's a
strip, though. They're
strip.
chodes. They're this big.
Yeah.
They're nuggets.
Yeah.
Why am I yelling? I'm so sorry. I got heated for no
Because
reason.
I'm yelling. I'm raising the stakes.
I mean,
Let me see here. French
it's not like
fry.
I'm like, oh, they have to be French fries. I'm just like, I think the term French fries lost the meaning. Where I'm like,
Because
yeah,
it's
why
because
not?
of people like you.
No, it's not me doing it.
You're the one contributing to it with this discussion right now.
I feel like Blaine with the
No, I
puppet
want it
mask.
cleared up.
But you're the
I'm saying right now it could be until we get home fries off the table. Then I think they deserve to be a fry.
home fries. Definitely get a pass. Those are not French fries.
Okay,
No.
good, because I got pissed off the first time
But
I
they
had
are
them.
more constituted than a hash brown.
Yes.
They're
more
a
whole.
tater. They're more whole than
Sure,
tater
but
tot.
I feel like
But they're the wrong
consistency wise, consistent in like taste wise, tater tots are closer to French fries.
No.
Yeah, no,
Article
I'll-
posted on June 9th, 2015. Are tater tots French fries? Aren't tater tots just a type of French fry? I have posed this question to my friends, and nobody agrees with me.
Wait, posted by Chris D. What's the username who wrote that? That's Chris's burner account.
Is Discremeris?
It's someone named Amir, I think, submitted it.
Is that your alter ego? This
No.
is very flat Earth.
It's
talk.
from you use the name Amir because you're like big College Humor fan.
Holy shit! In the same article, this is wandering into that dangerous. Is a hot dog a sandwich flame war arena?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and
it's like we're reliving history in a very weird way from 2015.
I just want. I just got so mad the first time I got home fries. It was my thing.
I can make you some
wait,
good home fries. I've
were
worked
you-
on it.
Oh, because they had the word fries in
Were
it.
you expecting like steak cut fries?
I didn't know what. I was just like, cool, home fries? Like you have it back at home? These aren't like fries I had at home.
What do you mean
home
back at
fries.
home?
I don't know. I was like, home fries.
You mean
Cool.
like when your mom
And then it was
fried
like-
up some Ore-Ida
I don't-
French fries?
I don't know.
And they were never as good as you
It took
thought
me
they'd be.
way too long to realize the name Ore-Ida is a combination of Oregon and Idaho.
Yeah.
I didn't know. But you know what Ore-Ida does own? The copyright to tater tots. You know that's
They do?
What?
Yeah. Because I
Did
was
you
doing
look
whole.
that
I did
up?
research on this before I
You
brought
did
it up.
research?
And I was like, deep diving. Tater tot's a trademarked term.
The name Tater Tot is a registered trademark of Ore-Ida.
Yeah.
It's like any Tizers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's
Anytizers.
become so widely associated with the dish, it's often used as a generic term.
Which
Wow.
blew my mind.
Wait, so what's
Wow.
the non-generic term?
I don't think French fry.
Grated potato nugget?
I don't know. Tot. A
No,
potato tot.
That's all. It's like how we couldn't say for the kids or whatever.
Oh, for the kids on
For the
Extra
kids.
Life?
So you have to say
because-
tears for tots.
What is that? Like a PlayStation thing now or something?
I don't know.
The-
Someone
for
owns
the
it.
kids.
Someone owns charity for children.
Yeah.
Okay. In
No
the
helping
United
anymore.
Kingdom, Ross Frozen Foods once produced oven crunchies, which
That
is their
sounds-
Someone
version
get
of
Gavin.
tater
Someone
tots.
get Gavin.
Oven crunchies.
Oh, could you,
let's
mommy?
say this, let's-
Mommy, can I have a wee bit of oven crunchies? Please, I'm such an oh so good boy, and I would like nothing more than an oven crunchy.
It sounds
Please,
like
mommy.
the crumbs that would fall off a tray of you cooking. something
Yeah,
would be at the
I want-
bottom.
But it sounds good. I want to eat some oven
I
crunchies.
know.
Next
I'm-
podcast Gavin is on, we should ask,
Yeah,
him,
ask him
what
what-
oven crunchies are.
Well, hand them tater tots and be like, "What is this?" And he's like, "Oh, oven crunchy."
Oven crunchy.
I
have
guess
a
they don't
Gavin
make them
soundboard.
anymore. Ross oven crunch.
Man.
Ross's oven crunchies were light, knobbly potato pieces formed into a cylinder shape.
No, bae.
I don't know.
That's how I like my food described the most. Knobby.
Nobby.
Knobby. It's right, knobby.
We have to wrap up here pretty soon. Before we go, I wanted to mention we have signups open for that new creator program.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
We were talking about this earlier. Where can people go for that? I wasn't prepared. I think will be a link in the description.
Yes.
We posted about it. Rooster Teeth posted about it on Twitter last week, I believe. I think we were all preoccupied with the live show because it was like last Friday.
It was on the anniversary, so there was a couple things going on.
It was on the anniversary that it got announced.
Fun.
You should definitely check that out.
Do you want to give a little explanation behind it, or you want me to?
Yeah, go ahead. While I look for the link.
The link. Rooster Teeth in partnership also with Warner and some other representatives as well from across our
New daddy just dropped.
Our new daddy.
Do you like hoarders? Do you like 90 Day Fiancé? Do you like a bunch of other problematic TV shows that are based in reality, sort of? Well, guess what? We are now a part of that family. That is right. The Warner Bros. Discovery Media family. We are no longer Warner Media. If I see you say that, I will come to your house and personally give you the people's elbow.
It's
Me
true.
and Eric,
That is
tag
Kayla's
team.
new role here.
That's
She
our
beats people
new
up.
business daddy.
But we are starting a new program where if you are interested in being a content creator or anything that we do here at Rooster Teeth and stuff like that, there's a program you could submit an application to. It involves a number of different steps, including, I think, a video submission, an application form, and then the group will get selected by a committee, and then I think it eventually gets whittled down into 8 finalists, where there's like a 3-month-long program, 2 months remote working on different things, and then a month here in Austin.
On location.
You could be on,
On
this
location
couch.
here with us.
Sounds
and
like fucking camp awesome.
it sounds like I know. It's going to be so
I
much
was like,
fun.
I want to do that
It
when I
says
was
the
like
program's
20.
going to focus on branded content, scripted content, podcast development, production, hosting 101 and media training, you shadow on set for Rooster Teeth Productions, receive opportunities to appear as guests, on-camera talent in Rooster Teeth and other participating Warner Media properties. You can choose a track to develop and create content with mentorship from Rooster Teeth and other Warner Media creative teams. We'll have I closed the window. No, we're good. Like Eric said, we'll have the link in the description below. I had it open in my window, but I just closed
I mean,
it.
it's a long link. It's not something you
Yeah.
could probably just say.
There
No,
was-
read it.
It was like bit.ly/digital creator program, I think it was.
We'll have it in the description.
We'll have it in the description.
Yes.
Come to
I had it
camp.
ready and I messed it
Yeah.
up.
But if you
It sounds
or anybody you know, if there's like a person you follow, like a streamer or a YouTuber or something that you think might be a good fit for this, that is looking to, improve their skills or even just break into the industry, or even if you've never done it before but you feel like you're interested in that, I highly recommend giving it a shot because it's going to be a real cool opportunity.
The window to apply is open now. It closes May 8th at 11:59 p.m. So you gotta get your application in now. We'll have the link in the description of this episode, so you can click on it, check it out, see exactly what you need to do in order to enroll. I think it's fantastic. I can't wait to
Yes.
see. Hopefully, some of you participate in that and see us here in Austin.
Absolutely. Come hang out.
All right, but that's it. I think it's time we wrap up. And when we were talking about Survive Block Island earlier,
You're gonna bring up
some-
potatoes again.
Some people
Yeah.
in chat were saying we could do a recap of
Ooh.
the episode in the post show because that's all first members who've already presumably seen it.
That would be
Oh.
great.
So I think we will talk about that in the post show, which you'll see whenever that comes out like normal.
Yes, if you're a first member. Another reason to become a first member.
Yes. But on that note, thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you're a first member, thank you so much for supporting us. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.